have X amount of minutes.
To play at X amount of minutes, at least every minute he plays over 60,
well, that's interesting. Because I feel like with the form he's in, he should be getting some minutes this World Cup.
Yeah,
he's been good with United.
That line is now up at like 120, so they're expecting him to play more than that.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It sounds like he's going to go with Saka, Mount, and Kane in the front three, 4-3-3. Is that what you think?
And then no Sterling will be the third. You mean Mount will be in the middle with Bellingham, and then
Rice
is the.
I hope that's the case. Yeah, I hope.
Mount is our left wing option. Well, left winger wouldn't be too positive. I think Mount was the most so many people rate him very highly in the last. Oh, Simon Mason.
Hello, Sonny boy.
Nice to see you. We'll just wait till we get a few more people.
More than one person.
A few more people on the stream. Hopefully we'll get up to 3 or 4. That would be a nice target.
Yeah.
People like just to take our money. They don't like to hear our thoughts.
Literally. Yeah, we're just gonna be doing a personal show for Simon. It looks like.
Yeah. Well, he deserves it. He's definitely worth it.
He does.
Is he supporting Germany or England? That's the big question.
I would hope. Hey, we have a second viewer.
A second comment as well. I'm sure you would, Mason. I'm sure you would.
Okay, we're up to 2. We love to see it. Welcome in.
We doubled our numbers in the first few seconds. So it's
crazy.
Let's see that. Let's see that growth.
What? Oh, England. Good man. Oh, David, we have a third.
Nice. Are we going to get?
How you doing?
Are we going to get a mention from Simon every time that number goes up by 1? Oh, is it a third? Is it a 4?
Yeah, I'm yeah, probably.
Nice to hear. 3 hours till kickoff.
How are we feeling, everyone? How are we feeling?
Very excited. Very well. Actually,
well, you're not actually that excited.
I'm far from excited. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This World Cup is the least excited I've ever been for an international tournament. Probably across the board.
Go on, son. 2-0, he says. Go on, son.
He's straight in there.
I hope so.
Yeah. If we don't win today, it's curtains. Curtains. The pressure that will build for the USA game and the Wales game will be just.
It's one of those where the group is, I'm not being harsh, but that easy that we really should. I'm feeling like we should easily get across it, but because of that, I feel like we're going to struggle. I feel like it's going to be like 1-1s, and
the world rankings puts it as the group of death. We have all 4 countries in the top 20, I think it is, of the world rankings. It's the highest ranking of any other group. But that's on paper. We all know, just looking at the team, everyone else. Yeah, exactly.
Prince Boateng, welcome in. I think that's how you say it.
Hi, Kevin.
Boateng.
I used to love Kevin Prince Boateng when he played for Tottenham. Only a very short-lived spell. All right, well, great to have a few people. Yeah, it's great to have a few people on the pod. We're going to be running, this live show. We're going to be running a live show every day that we have a Versus live round open. We'll take you through our picks. We're going to be running a few more comps. As we know, we love to give out money and prizes. And we'll just be chatting shit, really, for 10-15 minutes. It won't be long each day. We'd love to hear from you, answer any questions you may have about Versus, about Fantasy 5, just anything in general about the World Cup. And we'll also be running a prize draw regarding Versus each day, which Simon will give you a little bit more information about.
Indeed. Hi, Mui. Welcome in. So, as in you've come in from Twitter, so you probably know what the game is. You should do anyway by now. Hopefully we've explained it well enough. But just in case we haven't explained it well enough, so Versus is a free-to-play Fantasy World Cup prediction game where you can win £500 every single round. So the aim is to try and choose who you think will be the highest scoring fantasy player in each of the 5 groups to be with a chance of winning that £500. Has to be the outright. That's the key, the outright highest scoring fantasy player. So it can't, if you're in one group, if you've got two on the same, has to be highest. It can't. We've had a few issues with that in the past, but yeah, that is the case. It has to be the highest scoring. And yeah, if we have multiple winners, there's going to be a draw. So I'm going to segue that into Jacob to explain to you how we're going to do that draw for the £500 winner.
It's very technical. It's very methodical. We'll be taking a hat. We'll be putting names into that hat, and we will pull out the name on the live stream each day. This is when we have more than one player who's gotten all 5 correct. There can only be one jackpot one, and it all goes to that one player. So hopefully there won't be hundreds of names to put in the hat. So it won't take us hours to do. But yeah, that's the strategy. So £10,000 is up for grabs. You've got 18 rounds, £500 you can win. And if you top the overall leaderboard, it's another £1,000 to the winner.
Another £1,000. Crikey.
Another £1,000. It's the gift that keeps on giving, this Fantasy 5. They just don't stop.
Constantly giving things away. Constantly.
Love to hear that we're big in Algeria. I hope all those players are playing Versus as well as Fantasy 5. You're enjoying the football. So Sai, should we jump into our teams?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, I'm gonna log out. Hide my team.
Oh, you see the team's already there.
It's all over. It's all over. We might as well cut the live show now. It's done. So you get 4 players. You've got to pick one player from each round, and we're just going to tell you who we think and why, and see if you can outscore us as well. If you outscore us, there may be even another prize for you if you come on the pod, outscore both Simon and I. Who knows? Who knows what could be on offer? Probably likely
they'll outscore us both, to be fair.
Well, yeah.
We'll see.
So first group, let's say. I'm sure the outlier there is Harry Kane. Most people will be going for him, and I'm probably one of those people. But I do think that the USA are going to beat Wales, and I think Moore has a very good chance of scoring today. So
you think USA are going to beat Wales, but Moore's got a chance?
Wales are going to beat USA. Wales are going to beat USA 1-0, and I think that will be Moore who will score that goal.
But he's been in good form, hasn't he? He's been in good form.
Yeah, he's done well for Bournemouth. He's had a lot of injuries. I think he's a powerful striker. See what he can do. But my choice for the first game is Harry Kane. It's just England need to come out strong. If they don't, it's going to be a very, very tough World Cup. So. Who are you going for, Simon? Are you going to?
Well, I did think about going for Memphis, but I didn't even really look too much into the other two. To be honest, I just saw Kane, and I'm expecting we should do well, and when we do well, usually Kane does well. So I'm expecting Kane to be the one to top that, and I think most people will as well.
Simple as. We've both gone for Kane. First live show, both picked the same player. Strong start. Let's see, going into group 2, who your quick fire, who are you picking?
In group 2, I think it's got to be, for me, it was Virgil van Dijk, actually, that I went for, because I do think they're going to keep a clean sheet. And he's always got a chance of scoring and doing some damage from, set pieces and stuff. So I've just got a feeling that Virgil's going to be the one in there. I was close between him and Luke Shaw, because Luke Shaw does play well for England, but I've gone for big VVD.
Well, I do think Senegal will score. I think it's a massive loss, obviously, with Mane, but I do think they'll score. They've still got a decent team as well. So they've got a few players who are quite speedy and decent going forward. I'm going with an underdog here. I'm going to pick Nico Williams. Neco Williams. I think he'll start. I think Wales will keep a clean sheet. So it's just if he's going to outscore Luke Shaw. It's a tough one. He's my pick. Okay.
Yeah, fair play.
Third group. Well, from the news that's come out this morning, it looks like Phil Foden will not be starting. So all of you on here, don't pick him. Cut him out. Looks like Saka's got the spot in front of him.
Yeah.
So who are you going for here?
I didn't actually even have Phil to begin with anyway, so I wasn't affecting my sort of thinking. So he doesn't just doesn't really perform that well for England for whatever reason that is. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I've gone with Gareth Bale, talisman of Wales. I think if Wales are going to score, I think probably it will be 1-0, but he's usually the one that gets the goal. So going to go with Bale because, yeah, Frankie's more of a, keeps the ball regulating. I don't think he'll be getting too many chances. Yeah, I think for me, it's Bale.
Well, Absalam has gone for De Jong, he's definitely I'm quite excited to see him on the world stage. I know this season we haven't really seen too much of him, and there's been a lot of controversy. I think this is the time that some of these players can really shine, and it's quite exciting, to be honest, to see. Like, I don't watch a lot of international football. I just watch Premier League, from the terms of the domestic league. So I'm quite excited to see a few players, including him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's got to really be Bale here. If he plays the full 90 minutes, I think he's definitely the best choice.
Nice.
The best choice. The fourth group, a little bit harder. Who are we going for?
It is a bit harder, this one. I was between, to be honest, it was a clear-cut one, actually. I wasn't between anyone. I just went straight for Steven Bergwijn, to be fair. With the other guys, I can't see Iran scoring. Senegal, I can't see scoring either. So, yeah, and Daniel James, I just don't like him. I just don't think he's got a lot of quality as much.
Says the United fan. Says the United
yeah, fan. Scored against us in the last game, but I don't know. Yeah, I think Bergwijn's the one there.
Yeah, he's been doing well domestically as well, Bergwijn. I'm not sure if he is going to start. If he does, I do think that Netherlands will concede. I was going with Bergwijn, but I'm going to mix it up. I'm going with Dia just to. I just don't like Holland. I don't like the national team. I love Holland as a place. I hate Holland as a national team. It's a weird one.
I think one thing we can all agree on is they always have the best kits. I love both. I love their kits all the time.
And great fans, great kits. Don't know what it is. So going into our last group, let's keep it quick. Who's your man? Who's your in the final group?
I went with Raheem. I think if England start well against Iran, I think there could be some goals there for us. So, pretty simple choice for me. I looked at Gakpo for a bit, but Raheem for me is the one.
I'm hedging my bets. I wouldn't mind winning the £1,000 top prize for the leaderboard. So I'm going to be backing Saar and just hoping that Holland concede today. I've gone for the two underdogs here in Wales and the draw or Senegal, but he's done very well. I know it's not the top level he's playing at right now, but he has done well this season. Big stage, he's quick. Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Simple fact.
And we'll have a little competition between us, see who does better, and see how that goes. And we'll keep up to date with that through the live streams. We'll update it and see who's the better man.
Yeah. Interesting. We've got Gakpo being chosen in the comments. Huss has gone for Sterling. Nice to see. English. Let's see Sterling again. Another player who's had, I would say, a very average season, but he did also prior to the Euros, and he comes out and he smashed it. The Euros were probably the best he's ever played, full stop, over 3 or 4 games. So consistent amount of games. So let's see it again. What a lovely comment, though. Just looking at the comments from Daniel Core. What a lovely comment. Love to see it. Love to see it. So those are our picks.
Yeah.
I think that's really oh God, sorry about that. Let me turn this off. It's our first time also doing a live stream, so get used to it. It might not be the smoothest of experiences.
We're doing all right. Let's move on. Let's have a quick chat about who we think is going to win the World Cup, because I think that's obviously probably the question on everyone's lips at the moment. So we'll start with you, Jay. Who do you think is actually going to win it? Who are you backing?
I'm backing England to come out strong today. Come on. I think our World Cup is going to be determined in this first game. If we start off poorly, I think we'll be out in the group stages. I strongly believe that. But I do think that we'll come out 2-3-0 today, go from strength to strength throughout the whole comp, and probably lose in the semis.
That's what the major tournaments are like a bit. It's more like a story. You've got to like build momentum as you go into it, doesn't it? It kind of like builds up. You've got to start well. I think that is important, and like momentum is a huge thing in the World Cup.
I agree with that. But we've seen like other countries, like Spain, for example. I think they drew or lost their first game and they won the World Cup. In the UK, in England, if we'd lose the first game, the media, everyone is going to be, the players are going to be, all their energy is going to be sapped out. They're going to lose all not motivation, but they're going to lose all confidence, and it's going to be a rough 10 days, I think. So I'm going for England to the semis, but probably Argentina. Argentina or Brazil. I'm not really certain, to be honest. I'm just a die-hard English fan, so.
Well, yeah, obviously support England, so I hope they do the best. I'm hoping for them to win it, but I think this is going to be a special one for Messi. I do think, he's rekindled form. He's playing really well alongside Mbappe for PSG and Neymar. So I think his last World Cup, I think it's just going to be a special one. And Argentina, they've been looking really strong recently. 12 clean sheets or something in the last 15 games. They're looking really strong, and I think Leo is going to go out with a bang this year. So
it's a crazy stat. 12 clean sheets, and they weren't necessarily even bad games. Like they were,
because that's the thing people associate with Argentina is like the defense is usually their weakest part of the squad. So it was quite interesting to sort of see that they, clean sheets wise, have been smashing it. So I think who's the centre mid? Rodrigo de Paul.
Okay.
Rodrigo de Paul.
So that transition, I feel like the transition in their team, like that's the major concern, but we'll see. They're unbelievably strong, and give the ball to Messi, his final World Cup. I'm sure we're going to see some magic somewhere. So regardless of what happens, we're going to be seeing, literally two of the greatest of all time competing in their last World Cup. So it's going to be special either way. But I think Leo's, I think they're going to be the one to produce. He's going to be the one, and Argentina will want to produce the magic moment. I think they're going to win it. So. Martinez, we spoke about this pre-pod. Martinez, 18-1 top goal scorer. If Argentina go far, he could be a very good shout. You heard it here first, Fivers.
Lisandro Martinez, top goal scorer.
Yeah. No? You don't think so? No chance?
That sounds a bit like a Daniel sort of.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Well, if you don't know about Daniel, guys, he's going to be coming in. Don't worry. We call him Deluded Dan. He comes up with some crazy opinions and stuff, which we'll have to subject you to at some point. But yeah, for this one, we thought we'd leave him off.
Well, we've got Huss here, who he thinks that England can follow suit, like of the T20 cricket, start off slow and win it. I believe that can happen, and you can definitely start off slow. I just think the media in England is brutal, and it's not exactly been positive pre-tournament, so I think it could become extremely negative once it starts. That was the rationale behind that. Got some other players thinking Denmark or Brazil. I think Brazil's probably a better shout than Denmark.
That leads me fantastically into our underdog chat. We're just going to quickly cover our underdogs, and Denmark is my underdog. I think they're going to finish top of the group. I think they're going to beat France and finish top of the group.
They do very well in these tournaments. Kasper Schmeichel always turns up like no other. Eriksen's on form. He's playing well. Yeah. What's the name of their winger who's very good? The young kid? Do you know?
Damsgaard?
Yeah. He's also one to watch this tournament.
Yeah.
For me, my underdog is Serbia. I think the two strikers, Vlahovic and Mitrovic, top quality. Tadic always performs. They've got a bunch of players in midfield who are quality. They're 100-1. I think the quarters and semis, they've got a hard group, but I think quarter semis is like a realistic potential for them. So they're my underdog story. I'm hoping that they perform.
Nice. Qatar will win it. There he is. Deluded Dan. He's here.
That was the worst performance I've seen on an international stage in an international main tournament since North Korea. That was appalling.
Yeah, it was. The goalkeeper for the goal, for the non-goal. What was he doing? I think flappy.
And everyone's reaction around the world were like, this can't be. Is it actually going to be this blatantly corrupt? Like, there's no people. I was like scared. I was like, no, this can't be the case. It can't be this obvious. It cannot be this obvious. Because the ref also, like, he gave a challenge to, I think, Ecuador very early on. I think it was like a sign to show, like, I haven't been tampered with. Like, I haven't been bribed. But that first goal,
I mean, it's just the fact that they didn't like show us or communicate anything about the decision. It was bonkers. I literally could not believe we had no communication or anything, no visuals until like, what was it, like half time before we got that image?
No, I think like 15 minutes in, but they needed their 3D designer to quickly put it together. That's why they're using this new VAR system, so they can quickly draw whatever lines they want, get it out, and then see what they want. Anyway, so yeah, guys, we're going to be having these quick fire chats each day. We'll run through our picks for versus, go through some of the winners, announce new winners. We'll be running comps every day as well. You know how we do it. So be excited. I know it's shit hype for a World Cup so far, but hopefully it's going to be a lot more fun. We've got people in Qatar who will be filming and uploading content to our site. So if you want to see some first-hand content, stay tuned to our different Instagrams, Twitters, YouTube, TikTok, all the shebang. And I really appreciate, guys, everyone who's commented: Haas, Botang, Muyai, David Lauder, Daniel,
Simon,
Absalam, everyone, Godwin, Mayu, everyone, Crybaby. Like, we really appreciate you being on here with us. We hope you've enjoyed Fantasy 5 up until now, and we really hope you enjoy Versus during the World Cup. And any questions, we'll be here every day.
Yep. And just, one more mention. All those guys that have been commenting and engaging with us, again, thank you very much. And tomorrow we'll be announcing on the stream who is going to get some lucky Fantasy 5 amazing merchandise. So, keep joining with us tomorrow. And, you'll find out if you've won.
Come on, you fucking England. Come on.
England. Let's go.
See you tomorrow.
See you guys.
Get us offside. Get us off. Cut it.